you. Have we had significantly less rain this year than we have in recent times? Is that why we're in this position?
Yeah, I think we have. It really stems back to the winter time when we had a relatively dry winter and then followed by a dry spring. Now, we're not talking about Scotland here and parts of the north. We're talking seriously, really, if you draw a line from the Wash to the Bristol Channel, everything south of there, that's the dry drought zone, if you like. So, yeah, a dry winter, a dry spring, and then a very dry early summer. So it continues.
What do you think then, Jim, as a meteorologist, about this advice that we should be dobbing in our neighbours? Because there are letters landing on maps to tell people you've got a hose pipe down in your area, and if you see somebody, can you let us know?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm probably not the best person to actually ask that question to as a meteorologist. I watch the weather. I talk about weather and the impacts of it. Personally speaking, if I saw somebody do it, I'd tend to tell them rather than necessarily go and report it to somebody else. And if they carried on doing it, then probably time to say to somebody down the road, look, we're all in it together. If you're in those drought areas, then those impositions are there for a reason, and they're there to save water so everybody could use it in washing machines and in your daily lives, if you like, in what you normally do. So, look, I don't think it's a case of Big Brother in this one. I really case a soft hand, a soft word would probably suffice.
It feels, doesn't it, as though we're seeing these extreme weather conditions, what we're talking about now, more and more at the moment. If we are aware and if we have some joined up thinking in this country about the fact that we have less rainfall, why aren't the water companies, Jim? Again, it may not be your area of specialisation. You're a meteorologist, but
yeah, I know where you're going now.
Well, you know, I'm going to say leaky pipes, Jim. I'm going to talk about leaky pipes and the fact that we have several billion litres that we lose every year into the ground. That's frustrating for those of us who pay our water bills.
And you know what, Bev, you could have had this conversation and in 1990 and in the mid-1990s, I should say. It's a long-age problem. I mean, don't get me wrong, pipes have been replaced. I know that for a fact. But they perish over time. It's a natural process, if you like, that they don't last forever. So you do get cracks from time to time. But yeah, there's a lot of wastage. The water companies have to do better, I believe. And the weather will look after itself in the way that you've just described. We're going in a direction of more rainfall, less rainfall, I should say, a likely scenario for the summertime. That's always been the mapped on for where we are now in the climate cycle.